Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Elizabeth Doroba. A man from Weatherly is facing arson charges after police say he started a furniture fire and left it unattended. According to police, emergency crews were dispatched to the residence of Ian Keating at 789 East Main Street on November 16th for reports of an unattended fire. Upon arriving at the scene, police say household furniture items were seen burning unattended. Officials say the incident occurred during a red flag burn ban and that conditions were dry and windy. Crews say the fire was also only feet away from gasoline, endangering the homes on either side of the residence. Keating has been charged with arson endangering property, risking catastrophe, reckless burning, disorderly conduct, and dangerous burning in connection with the incident. Keating was taken into custody but was later released on $150,000 unsecured bail. Police in Klein Township are investigating a series of break-ins. According to officials, the break-ins occurred between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. on Sunday, November 17th. The break-ins were reported in the areas of Bridge Street, Snyder Avenue, and Haddock Road. Residents in the area with surveillance cameras are asked to review their footage from that morning. Anyone with information regarding the break-ins is asked to contact the Klein Township Police Department at 570-929-2354. PennDOT has announced that lane restrictions will be in place on Interstate 81 northbound through Thursday, November 21st. The lane restrictions will span from the McAdoo-Tamaqua exit 138 to the West Hazelton exit 145. Each day the lane restrictions will be in place from 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. as crews work on crack sealing. For up-to-date conditions on major roadways, you can visit 511pa.com. Coming up on WYLN News, we learn about the history of the American Cancer Society Telethon in Hazelton. Plus, we look ahead to some holiday programming coming to WYLN. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute and the region's only nationally ranked hospital for orthopedics by U.S. News and World Report. Our team is ranked among the top 20 in the nation and is your unrivaled partner for orthopedic care. Learn more at lvhn.org/ortho.
Hi, my name is Melania. Tomorrow is going to be cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
FNL Doors, your trusted overhead door supplier for over 50 years, providing quality products and services to Eastern PA and beyond with 2 strategic locations. They carry garage doors from leading manufacturers in the industry like Rainer. They guarantee parts and service for your home or business, from new construction to replacement doors, inspections, and service calls. FNL Doors stands behind every job, taking pride in the work they do. Call 800-344-DOOR or visit FNL Doors online at fldoors.com or visit their showrooms in Hazel Township or Schuylkill Haven. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim, ductless, heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill for Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists. Call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hey everybody, this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, I'm Dr. John Dagener. I'm going to host a show with no other patients today. I love when my patients tell their stories, but today I want to just spend some special time with you about some perspectives of life.
Welcome back to Wyln News. The American Cancer Society Telethon is returning to Hazleton on Saturday, November 23rd. The live event will run from 11 o'clock a.m. to 11 o'clock p.m. at the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts, located at 212 West Broad Street in Hazleton. We spoke with Telethon co-chair Clemmy Yamona, who told us about the very first telethon in 1979, which was held at the Genetti's Ballroom in Hazleton.
We started at noon, May 30th, 1979, with a helicopter. When he came down and he brought the first $1,000 from the Kreisels. That was our first contribution. So we went into the ballroom, and of course, everybody was having a good time. People came when they found out that there was a dance that day. And Bill Genetti availed us some telephones from some of his hotel rooms so that people couldn't make it to come to the building. They would call in, and we started. And it was terrific. People were having a great time.
The funds raised from that initial telethon helped to solidify the American Cancer Society Hazleton unit, and they have been hosting their annual telethon ever since.
We raised $29,000. So we automatically became a unit. So we started the day as a telethon, and we ended the day with a telethon that would be permanent.
To make a pledge, you can call 570-459-1212. The telethon will be broadcast live on WYLN and streamed onto the WYLN TV 35 YouTube channel. The Hanover Township Police Department is investigating a reported retail theft. According to officers, the individuals shown on screen are wanted in connection with a shoplifting incident on Sunday, November 17th. Anyone with information regarding the identities of the individuals is asked to contact the Hanover Township Police Department at 570-825-1254. A variety of local holiday programming is coming to WYLN this Thanksgiving season. Need some cooking tips before the big day? Check out Chef Lou's Thanksgiving episode on Sunday, November 24th at 1 p.m., Tuesday, November 26th at 7 p.m., or Wednesday, November 27th at 4 p.m. The Hazleton Liberty Band Fall Concert will also be broadcast on WYLN at the dates and times shown on screen, including this Wednesday, November 20th at 4 o'clock p.m. Then on Thanksgiving Day, WYLN will be reliving the action by broadcasting 3 Hazleton area football games from the 2024 season. You can catch Hazleton area versus Berwick beginning at 12 o'clock p.m., Hazleton area versus Wilkes-Barre beginning at 3 o'clock p.m., and Hazleton area versus Pittston beginning at 5:30 p.m. Be sure to catch it all on WYLN TV 35. Coming up on Mountaintops News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path for history with Ashland Part 2. Plus, we talk about home security cameras on this week's Trooper Talk Tuesday. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
It's Winterfest at the Bloomsburg Fair. Enjoy holiday fun for the 2 days after Thanksgiving, Friday, November 29th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday, November 30th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Shop over 250 craft vendors, including local wineries and distilleries inside 5 fair buildings. Fill your belly with some delicious goodies from a variety of food vendors as you listen to live music. Take a horse-drawn ride around the fairgrounds and get photos with Santa. There's free admission and free parking. Details on the Bloomsburg Fair Facebook page.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
The American Cancer Society Greater Hazleton Unit's 46th Annual Telethon, working together in 2024, sweeping cancer out the door, will be held Saturday, November 23rd from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. at the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts and broadcast live on WYLN TV 35. Make sure you tune in for all the entertainment and make a pledge. That's the 46th Annual Telethon, live on WYLN TV 35, November 23rd.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
By the 1880s, Ashland was well entrenched as a coal mine community. One problem, however, with coal mining is that mine tunnels, being underground, tend to flood easily. One local company took the lead in devising the pumps to solve this problem. It had been founded in 1881 as Goyne Brothers and initially made general mining equipment. 2 years later, it switched to focusing on mine pumps to dewater mines. By 1911, the company had become one of the largest mine pump manufacturers in the country, creating over 250 different pumps, including large compound condensing duplex machines. It would later expand outside the coal business and open its own foundry. Today, the company still operates in Ashland under the name Ashland Foundry and Machine Works, continuing over a century of service to the area. Another downside to coal mining was that accidents happened very frequently, with coal operators paying little heed to their employees' safety while underground, while severe injuries were all too common. Those who had the money or weren't too badly injured could be sent to a major city such as Philadelphia for treatment, but all too often, miners were simply dropped back off at home and treated there if possible. Thus, the need for a regional hospital became quite clear to the Pennsylvania legislature. A law was subsequently passed in 1879 authorizing the creation of a hospital for injured miners. Land was chosen just above Ashland Fountain Springs, and construction on what was initially called the State Hospital for Injured Persons of the Anthracite Coal Region at Fountain Springs, the first hospital in Schuylkill County, began in 1880. True to its name, the facility at first would only admit injured miners, railroad workers, and textile workers in that order. The first patient admitted on November 14, 1883, was Shenandoah miner John Lucas, who had been injured at the Kohiner Colliery in that town. It would be the early 1900s before the hospital would expand to admitting women and children, as well as those from other fields. A more modern building was built in 1967, at which time the hospital's name was changed to Ashland State General Hospital, and the original building was then torn down after over 80 years of service. The state divested ownership in 1992, prompting another name change to Ashland Regional Medical Center. It would change names one more time in 2006 to St. Catherine Medical Center, Fountain Springs, before the facility closed in April 2012 for mounting debt. The building stands empty along Route 61 today, a silent reminder of a century of caring for those in need. It was around the time the hospital went up that one of Ashland's native sons began what would be a prominent career in the church. Dennis Doherty had been born in town in 1865, the son of Irish immigrants. As a child, he worked as a breaker boy during summer vacations. At age 14, he applied for membership in the St. Charles Borromeo Seminary in Philadelphia. He was rejected as too young, but then allowed to study at another seminary in Montreal until he reached the proper age for admission. Doherty was ordained as a priest in 1890 and spent his first few years with the title teaching various courses at St. Charles's. Beginning in 1903, he would spend 12 years serving in the Philippines. In 1915, he would be recalled back to the United States to serve 3 years as Bishop of Buffalo. He earned his most prominent position in 1918 when he was appointed Archbishop of Philadelphia. He would hold that title for 33 years, during which time he opened the diocese's buildings as emergency hospitals during the 1918 influenza pandemic, and became known as the Great Builder for the numerous institutions he would set up throughout the city. All in all, 75 churches, 7 nursing homes, 7 orphanages, and 140 schools would rise in the Philadelphia era thanks to Doherty's vision. In 1921, Doherty received an even higher honor when Pope Benedict XV elevated him to the rank of cardinal. While he would miss the election of Pope Pius XI as pontiff the following year due to bad weather, he was later among the conclave that elected Pius XII to replace him in 1939. Cardinal Doherty died in 1955, and today rests in Philadelphia's Cathedral Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul. By the late 19th century, Ashland's sons were spreading out across the nation from the anthracite region. Several became quite prominent in their fields. One was industrialist Griffith J. Griffith, who had lived in Ashland from 1865 to 1873. He would amass a fortune in the newspaper and mining business, and despite serving 2 years in prison for non-fatally shooting his wife, left a lasting impact on Los Angeles, donating the land that became Griffith Park and allowing money from his estate to be used to build the Greek Theater and Griffith Observatory. Another well-to-do son was Emil Seidel, who was born in Ashland in 1864 and made his career in politics. Seidel would become the first socialist mayor of a major city when he was elected to lead Milwaukee in 1910, and 2 years later would be Eugene Debs' vice presidential candidate in the 1912 election.
And you will love the feel-good feeling you get when you shop at Grand Central in Nescopeck and Hazleton. You will enjoy a no-pressure professional sales staff, experienced delivery crew, service after the sale,
and don't forget, everyday low prices.
No matter what you're shopping for in your home, we have you covered with top brand names like Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, England, and Dillon Custom Rugs.
With our enormous selection and the flexibility to finance interest-free for up to 60 months, Grand Central makes it easy to make your house a home.
It's Winterfest at the Bloomsburg Fair. Enjoy holiday fun the 2 days after Thanksgiving. Friday, November 29th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday, November 30th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Shop over 250 craft vendors, including local wineries and distilleries inside 5 fair buildings. Meet Santa, who arrives Friday night via the Seven Mountains Media Parade of Lights that ends at the fairgrounds. See a puppet show, enjoy the chili contest, participate in the Fa La La 5K while you enjoy live entertainment, free admission, and free parking. Details on the Bloomsburg Fair Facebook page.
Contact Pete Casalica for a home and auto quote today. WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another segment of Trooper Talk Tuesday. I'm Trooper Anthony Petrosky, Troop and Public Information Officer. Today I'm talking about home security systems. Now, 10, 15, 20 years ago, if you wanted a security system, they had to come out, they had to hardwire this system, and you had a monthly bill. Now, you can buy these tiny little cameras, they're wireless, they hook up to your phone, and there's no monthly bill. They're great, they're very efficient, and they work. Now, do cameras always stop somebody from doing something? No. It may deter people from doing something if they see a camera at your residence, but it definitely helps us after the fact if something is done, whether something's taken, something's damaged, or somebody enters your house. We can use that security system. Now, rule of thumb for security cameras is find the ones that work best for you. There's tons of them out there. Do your research. See which ones you think would work best for you, how the app works. You get a notification every time that motion sets off that camera, goes right to your phone. They're great to have. As far as placement, you want to put them at entry points of your residence. You want to have one in the front of the house, one in the back. Try to have one facing the back of your house, not necessarily on it because it only covers so much area. Again, when you're putting these cameras up, before you mount them where you want them, hold them there and see how it looks on your phone. See how it covers the most area. You could buy as many of these cameras as you typically want and have them all string to one system to where you get a notification every time they're set up. They're great. We highly recommend them. Again, they do deter some crime, and they also help us in the case a crime is committed. Thanks for sticking in with us here on Trooper Talk Tuesday. I'll see you next time.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.